back in 2014, the ONS said they had one asylum seeker living in this region. Fast forward a decade and they now say they have 618. Now, if you take a look at that as a proportion per 10,000 of the population, back in 2014, that would mean that per 10,000 of the population, there was 0.03 asylum seekers. Now, if you take a look per 10,000 of the population, that's every 10,000 people, there are almost 17 asylum seekers. That's an increase of almost 57,000%. Now,
well, it can't always be Liverpool, can it? We are here today in Chester. We're going to have a little look around at what it has to offer. Well, today we are in one of the most beautiful, historic cities in the UK, Chester. The incredible city of Chester. Founded nearly 2,000 years ago by the Romans, Chester is like an open-air museum where every street tells a story. Chester isn't just about the past though. Its famous black and white timbered buildings known as the Rows are home to buzzing shops and cosy cafes. But there is a problem. But whether you're a history lover or just someone who loves discovering hidden gems, Chester will definitely have something for you. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy this video. Chester's most remarkable historical treasures. The Chester amphitheater, built nearly 2,000 years ago by the Romans. Look at this impressive structure. Reminds us of Chester's rich and fascinating past. But is all that coming to an end? I think it's important to show this. You know, this amphitheatre connects us to our shared history and reminds us of the importance of preserving our heritage for future generations. It is a place where history comes alive and where you can reflect on how far we've come. What do you think of Chester?
I know Chester from way back when I was a kid. Like, we used to come here on school parties, like, to view all the Roman remains, like, in the museum and all that. Like.
Very historical, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
But over the last 10 years, there's been a 57,000% increase in immigration here.
Oh, I know, yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
They've got to go somewhere, ain't they? Like, you know, it's happening all the time. You know, it's going to happen, like, you know, because the people in their own countries who's ruling them are taking all the money. So what are they going to do? They've got to get out of there, ain't they?
So you're more than welcome
Yeah.
immigration?
No problem.
Just some people obviously opposed to it, don't they?
Listen, I've known loads of people from all over the place, like Albania, Eritrea, Ethiopia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's no problem to me.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I mean? Like, I get on with anyone, like, always I've done. Like,
yeah, that's fair enough, Tim. Do we need a 57,000% increase?
Why not? Like, people want to live. People want to live. They want to get away from this shit, wherever they come from. Like, why not? Give them a chance. You know, give them a chance, like.
It is one of the most eye-pleasing cities within the UK, no doubt. But with terrible sounds. And this is our history, our heritage. Right.
Children got underneath, stabbed red these ways. So
what's your favourite thing about Chester?
I think the history. I used to be an archaeologist.
Oh,
I became
really?
an archaeologist because of growing up here. I think just, you know, there's so much history laid on top of each other. I think it's it's such a special place. It feels a bit hidden as well. I think not many people know about Chester. When you see lists of places to visit in the UK, nobody ever seems to mention Chester.
York seems to beat it, doesn't it, all the time?
It does.
They're quite similar, but I personally prefer Chester, I must admit.
So do I, to be honest. Yeah, I think, I don't know, it's a nice little place. It's a nice size, there's nice people, it's a nice community. I just think it's a fascinating place to have grown up, yeah.
Obviously you're into your history and the heritage. Do you fear losing English heritage? Do you fear losing our identity? Because, and I'll tell you why, before I come to Chester, I watched a news report and there was a 57,000% increase in asylum seekers in Chester in the last 10 years. Does that worry you?
No, not at all. No, I think we're stronger the more mixed we are, personally. Yeah, I think people bring all sorts of positive things, and I think it's better.
I've been coming to Chester for, as I say, many years now. When I would drive through Chester, there would be outside houses so many placards with vote Labour, vote Labour.
Yeah.
Right, I have not seen that driving in today. Is that just me, or do you think people are coming away from Labour now?
I think there is a bit of a swing in the opposite direction. I think because we do have a Labour MP at the moment, and I like her. I don't know if it's something specific to Chester or it's just a countrywide thing. It does feel like people are swinging. There's reform candidates being voted in just up the road in kind of councillors, and I find it's a bit alarming, to be honest. I feel like we're swinging in a direction that I think people are kind of accepting this narrative that certain people are behind the problems in society, and I don't think those people are who are behind the problems in society. And I think it's quite worrying that we seem to be going in that direction.
So do you think it's the media that's pushing that narrative?
I do, yeah. I wouldn't claim to be an expert. I don't know. There must be a reason behind it. Maybe it's purely just that it sells papers and it gets clicks. But I think, I just don't think it's real. I think there are real issues, and I think sometimes things kind of overlap, and it's easy to frame things in a certain way. But I think a lot of the time it's kind of deprivation is the problem, and just lack of support and kind of cuts are the issue, but it's easy to then pretend that it's racial groups.
I've just looked at a stat there, and for first time buyers in the CH1 to CH4 postcode, first time buyer houses are, what was it, £240,000 I think it was?
Right.
Ridiculous. How can people start on a property ladder?
I would love to know. I live with my parents because I can't afford
really?
to do anything else at the moment. I don't know. Like, Chester is expensive. I think I don't know how young people, particularly like young single people, are supposed to get a start anywhere at this point.
Clearly, homelessness is still a huge problem in Chester. It's no surprise when the typical first-time buyer property price is approximately $236,000, with average deposits around $38,200. How can anyone, afford to buy a house these days? Check out the designated pigeon feeding area. That is not a bad idea at all, is it?
I haven't got anything today, Squig. Too late.
Where are you from?
Near Wrexham.
Near Wrexham.
What's a nice young lad doing around here on your own?
Hey, boys!
Well, I've come to an absolute coil area here. That fella fancied me. I don't know whether this was like a bit of a cottager's cove here, to be honest with you. It's bloody mental. At the back of the shops here. From the City of Chester, Queen's Park Bridge, 1923. He's out for the count, this fella, look at that. I think I am going to grab myself an ice cream when in Chester. Now, last time I was here, the River Dee has a fascinating tidal phenomenon known as the tidal bore. And when the tide comes in from the sea, a sudden surge of water pushes upriver, temporarily reversing its flow. And it's a very rare but striking sight. Like any city, Chester has got its fair share of immigration, but I think that's just how it is now in any major city in the UK, isn't it? And some people are just a bit peeved, should we say, at the distribution. Some people seem to think that the government put immigrants in, you know, the poorer areas, but Chester is a very affluent area, and it does have its fair share. So we can't. I love these buildings. I absolutely love these buildings. I just get a really good buzz every time I come to Chester. Is immigration a huge problem? Well, clearly not. You know, it's clearly not an issue with people around here. Nobody seems to. Thank you, sir. What is it?
How are you? Thank you for the second coming of Jesus Christ.
Ah, Jesus Christ, the one and only. Thank you very much. You take care. Yeah, nobody seems to be bothered about the immigration here, and I think when you look at the headline, 57,000% increase, it is shocking. But you know, when you read that there was only one here 10 years ago, one asylum seeker, and now there's 618, it's not really that bad, is it?